So, what did you say?
Hi. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Friday Night Live. We are here with the amazing Case Parks with Everyday Masters. And it is a privilege to have a good friend on to join us and talk about frequency and all the other fun stuff. And we were just talking about how Case is in Colorado and Amber is in Maui. And Amber and Jay are wonderful growers of the mycelium network. So if anyone's interested in information on that, please reach out to Star Council Magic.
Thanks, Kimberly. Aloha, everybody.
So, to Case, as far as you know, this is going to YouTube, right?
I think I just hit the button, so we should be live. Yeah. Oh,
Very cool.
yeah. There's somebody there. There's somebody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It was. Okay. So. Oh, there we go. I see yeah, I had to click comments. I see the comments now.
Are you live on your Enlighten Up Media?
I believe so. Because Sage is here. So yeah, absolutely I am. Okay, I just had to click the actual tab for comments and now I can see them. So we're good. Okay. Anyway, yeah, this has been an educational day. I had a productive day. What about you, y'all? Did you have a good day?
I just had a couple sessions and I took 2 naps and that was about it.
2 naps.
I know, man. I've perfected like 20-minute naps. Like in fact, if I don't have anything planned, you know what I mean? I can take 3 or 4 naps. But if I have something planned, then I don't need a nap. So at my age, I've perfected naps. Like there's no guilt. I just go, okay, I'm gone for like 30 minutes. So yeah.
I'm out of here. That's awesome.
It seems to be super necessary right now.
It seems like it. See, I've heard a lot of people.
Yeah.
What would you say?
Oh, I was just saying it's like all of a sudden you're like, all right, it's time for a nap. It's throughout the day, right? These energy swings come and you're like.
Totally. I don't even know if I have control over it. I think my body just starts shutting down. I'm like, okay, it's time for me to go off by myself and do my thing. Yeah.
That's awesome. Good for you. I can dissociate real easily. Like I can check out. I think those are my naps. You know, my son took such a long nap. We went to we have we're city mouse and country mouse people here. So we have a place downtown San Diego, and then we have a rescue farm. And we got up, took off, went over to the farm, and I swear he took like a 6-hour nap. And I was like, I think I had texted you, Amber, too. And I was like, what is going on? It was such a weird day. And when he was younger and he would do that, I'd think, oh man, he's going to be in a new shoe size. Like that must be what's happening. You know, like he's growing, but he's 27 now. So
he might be done growing. Who knows?
Yeah. I know. I really don't want to buy a bunch of new shoes. So yeah. I'm going to look at the comments here really quickly. I'm going to go back and forth because I get all this glass glare, so I keep taking these off. But thank you, everyone, for showing up and spending time with us. This is really beautiful. I look forward to this all week, and I don't know, it just makes me really happy when we have our tribe with us. That's why Amber and I started these, is like we just want to get on here and answer questions and channel information, and we can do intuitive readings if you have them typically. But today I really wanted this to be more about you, Case, and what you do and why you do it and how it's changing the world.
Boring stuff that I always have to talk about, man.
Yeah, no. I just want to make sure that.
Let's talk about anything besides me and what I do.
Okay. All right.
I can bring people on if you guys want to do readings and things like that. So.
Oh, okay, that's true.
Definitely an option.
Maybe we could do that at the end. If like 3 people want to come on, and we can do, because Amber is an incredible Reiki master, I guess, and you're a frequency
master.
Yeah, and you're a frequency master, and I'm a light language activator. So we could do that at the end if anyone is interested. Um, and folks, while you're in the chat, ask questions. Like if you have a lot of people know about Case, and if you don't, here's your introduction. Case is a frequency master, or but likes to be very humble and say that you're just like you're the cable guy. Yeah, you're the
Spiritual cable guy. Yeah.
spiritual cable guy.
After 14 years, that's the most appropriate title, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and all of us here, whether Amber's doing Reiki, I'm doing light language, or Case is doing frequency work. And I know that I'm pulling in frequencies too when I do my activations. We are the conduit for what your higher self and your spirit guides and your team is saying you need at the moment. So if you are showing up here, you are ready to, like, this could be an activation just by being part of this live, which is wonderful. That's the way the world works now, and it makes me so happy. Because it's all it is love. It is literally just
love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your specialty is helping people not only remember who they are, but through a reconnection. So
Yeah, it's definitely all love, but I could absolutely. It's love on a deeper level. Like I can give session to somebody I don't like, and it's going to be just as effective as if I absolutely love the person. So, I mean, love is everything, but there's something more going on than just, it's deeper than that. Yeah.
it's activating something in the other person, and it's like a permission slip, and it's telling them that it's time to, at any moment, you can step into your authenticity and your sovereign being and your highest version of your timeline and all the stuff that we talk about all the time. We are always capable of doing that. That is exactly what we should be doing. But being here and playing this game really interrupts that, and we forget. We get so bogged down in 3D problems and family arguments, and worrying about getting other people's approval and all the other stuff, religious conditioning, everything that loves to get in the way and stay in the way as a distraction, and that's part of the game. But everyone on here is awake, and if you're not, then this is a really weird conversation. But
you're not going to dig this at all.
Yeah. Hey, you might learn something today. That'd be cool, right? Yeah. Sherry just asked, light language comes when I'm in the shower. Why? Sherry, in my experience, that happens as well. That's where when I first got activated, received the gift. I would kind of work on, like, I use my hands to do my sessions. I do speak it, but I don't typically share that. But I would kind of do that in the shower, and I honestly, I believe that's where we do a lot of our deep thinking, and we're also very in like a flow state, so we're comfortable, we're relaxed, we're alone. I used to do it a lot in the car too. Like I would do light language a lot in the car, not in a dangerous way, but like, you're alone, or I was alone, the music was on, and I could do one hand.
Yeah. Whenever I'm driving, the frequencies are just so intense that I have to open my hand and start playing with it. I think it's like driving, and in the shower, it's kind of the same thing. It's our chance to we know what we're doing, and it's like a meditation, I guess.
And water holds memory, so you're remembering through the water.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Plus, it feels so amazing to have like hot water like hitting you.
Mm-hmm.
So
Amber, that's a really good point, Amber. I just heard a few there one woman in particular talking about that. Case, I think you sent me that link.
Which one?
The woman that was doing all the work with water
Ada Austin.
Oh yeah, Veda. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's fascinating. So if anyone wants to research that more, her name is Veda.
Yes.
VEDA. Okay. You could put in, I think if you typed in Veda water memory.
They should go to the interview. They should go to the interview with Pamela Gregory in Veda.
Yeah.
That's an amazing interview.
And with the autistic kids, have you guys that one?
The telepathy tapes? Yeah,
yeah.
I actually made a video after watching Veda because I had seen the telepathy tapes and it was cool. I loved it. I was like, dude, this is amazing. And then she started talking about the hill where these kids are meeting. And I was like, oh. And so then I went back and I listened to like 14 more of the telepathy tapes. And I was like, dude, I've got to make a video on this because I kind of was like, oh my God, I think this is kind of what I'm doing in my group sessions is we're meeting like collectively. Anyway, I love it. I love it. Yeah.
I asked my son, but because my son's on the spectrum, but I didn't want to in any way coax his answer. So I just asked once and he said yes. I asked him if he ever sees friends on the hill and he said yes, but he might not have. I'm not sure if we were talking about the same hill. I don't, I don't know. But I know that my son has found many creators that are autistic on YouTube. And I know he's never typed in autism for that specifically, but he follows a lot of kids. Like I can hear that they're on the spectrum. And so they do find each other, and we're not in any groups or anything. Like I took a big break from that after he graduated. Too many people. The kids are great, but every kid comes with one or two other parents. And
it's the parents. The kids are fine. It's talking to the parents. This one lady, Diana, said, my intense emotions interrupt electricity. So I'm wondering if I should explore these energies. I'm not sure what that means. Like when you bring there's electrical fluctuations when you bring in these energies. I do know that when I first started doing this, it was there. I had so many electric issues, like, the lights would flicker whenever I would walk in, or my kids' toys would start just activating by themselves.
That's so scary. I don't care who you are. That is so scary sometimes when your kids' toys go off.
Yeah, I didn't mind it. I kind of dug it because it happened once. Like as soon as I walked in the room to take my dogs out, my kids had a little, they were like 2 or 1 and they stand up and they hit this button and it goes do 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 do. And I was like, God, that's weird. Okay. And then the next day I walked in and it did it again. And then I told my wife, I'm like, wait a second. Like this has happened twice in a row. It ended up happening 4 times. And the 4th time, like 4 days in a row. And the 4th time I told my wife, I go, watch this. And I walked in, it was like, do, 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 do.
Wow.
And it never happened again. But it wasn't like I had like a little Woody doll, like talking to me or anything. It was just like this nice little thing. But what I've noticed, and it could just be me, that those electrical fluctuations, or what's the word I'm looking for?
Impulses?
When something happens electrical when you're around, that doesn't really happen to me anymore. Like it's almost like somebody was trying to get my attention, and then once they got my attention, and then I owned it, then it was like, okay, we don't need to do this little thing anymore. But Diana, I would consider that a really good sign. Toys activate, things not plugged in, run. Yeah, I think that's all. I think you should lean into that, man. I think that's a sign. I think that's your spirit tribe saying lean into this for sure.
Case does sessions, so you can just go to Everyday Masters and sign up for a really cool reconnection. And if you think you're affecting electricity now, just wait. I did 2 sessions with you, and then I've been doing them daily for 3 years. So I've had a lamp in my living room that's on the same. I have the thing where you can say out loud to Google turn things on and off, right? So it's on the same there. I have 2 lamps on the same plug, let's say, right? And one, but only one flickers, not all the time, just sometimes. And I immediately acknowledged it, and I was like, I think the first thing I did is I turned around and I just said hi, and I was like, is it happening? Is it today? But that was it. It just flickered, and then it'll stop. I don't. It's been happening for a month. It's usually once a day. I'm not quite sure. The reason I said the kids' toys thing was scary is it was funny, but it wasn't funny until I realized what it was. When my kid was really young, he had some kind of Mickey Mouse electrical thing that talked, and it was outside on our little patio, and it went off at like midnight, but the batteries were dying, and so it was this really weird, like, deep voice, and it was like whatever right
That's
outside.
scary.
Yeah, it was really scary. Yeah, so my version wasn't as cute as yours, and that happened 3 times. It was always in the middle of the night too. Might have been the dew.
That makes it even more kind of scary.
Yeah,
I think one of my favorites electrical, like, why can't I think of the name of that? Like, just like the flickering. Was one time I was at one of these training programs and teaching people how to do this, and I was having lunch, and these 2 ladies were having lunch by themselves, and they're like, hey, come on over here, eat with us. So I go over there, and we're talking for like a couple minutes, and I go, so what do you guys do for a living? And they were both like, we're mediums. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. So we're just sitting there talking. And then like 5 minutes later, I was like, hey, if you ever see anything around me, feel free to let me know. And at the same time, as soon as I said that, like instantly, they're like, you have a blue man over your right shoulder and he's always with you. And I'm like, what? I don't see this blue dude.
Yeah.
And so I kept having like these weird synchronicities with like blue man, and videos were popping up. And so one day, it's like 2012, and in Colorado, you could grow marijuana. You could grow medicinal marijuana. So I had a little, like, in my pole barn, I had like I had some medicinal marijuana growing. And in one room, it's a flower room, and it's got like this yellow light. And then the other room was like a veg room, and it's a blue light. And those blue lights were on 24/7. They had never went off in like a year. So one day I'm sitting there, and it was like my Zen time, to get away from the family and just to go and just to look at the plants. Small, nothing major. And so I'm just kind of in there, and I was like, okay, Mr. Blue Man, I'm ready. I think I'm ready. I think I can handle this. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to make yourself known, I think I can handle this. And so I was like sitting there, and like nothing happened. And I was like, okay, that's cool. If you think I'll be afraid, then maybe I'm not ready. You know what I mean? Like, then that's cool. And so I just kept doing my thing. But I was thinking about the blue man. And then I get done, I'm getting ready to go back in the house, and I walk into that little like closet area that's always blue, or a blue U.
Yeah.
And the lights are off. And I'm like, dude, what's going on? Like, so I'm looking at my fuses, there's nothing. I'm looking at like the timer, there's nothing. I'm like, dude, what is going on? And then all of a sudden, the whole room flashed in blue. And then the lights came back on, and I was like, oh, and I was like, holy shit. That was the easiest way for the communication to happen.
Yeah.
I wasn't afraid. You know what I mean? It wasn't like a blue being like manifesting right in front of me. And I just like my whole body started tingling. I was like, oh my God, this electrical little, why can't I think of the name of like a flickering? Anyway, I was like, that is the easiest way for them to show that they're here. That light had never went off before and it never went off afterwards. And so I'm sitting there and I'm just kind of wallowing in this, like, was that like what really happened there? And I walk out of the room, and as I start walking, this feeling, this energy starts rising in me and rising in me. And every step I take, it's getting stronger and stronger. And it got to the point to where I had to go down on my knees because I could not stand up anymore. And I'm not high or anything, you know, I'm just like, you know, and so it got so intense that I went down on my knees, and my whole life, you know how they talk about your past life is flashing before you?
Mm-hmm.
This was the future. And I'm rushing through time, just flying through time. And and there was like this celebration that we had did it. And like it was already done. And it was like peace on earth. It was like this incredible, overwhelming knowing that we had already done it. And that changed my life. It literally did, because it was so deep and so knowing that I never, when things look crazy, people are like, oh my God, this is happening. It's like, no, dude, we've already won. It's already happened. I mean, I know that, at least in my timeline, you know what I mean? Like I'm sure there's other timelines where it doesn't work out, but it was this overwhelming sense of knowing that we've already won. So when you've already won, the struggle's over. You know what I mean? Like you're just kind of living the moments to that event instead of fighting to create that event. I don't know. It was so anyway, that electrical fluctuation was extremely profound in my life. Yeah.
That's amazing.
It was cool. I had forgot about that for a long time until we started talking about electrical things.
It's real. Thank you for sharing some of your story, because you have so many people that have been, you know, watching your channel for years, and really you're their vibe, you know, like they match your energy, and they're drawn to you. But it's so nice to hear the really personal stories, because I'm sure so many people in here, if they haven't had something exactly like that happen, they've probably been really curious, like the path that led you to who you are, you know. And it's interesting, but it's also nice to hear the humbling stories where you realize that you how much the universe just steps in and guides you safely, and if you accept it, you know. So everyone that's in here, Case, not only does he do sessions and reconnections, but he also has a really cool daily frequency, what would you subscription. It's $33 a month, and it's awesome.
Subscription. Yeah.
Yeah. And I've been doing it since 2022.
You've been doing it forever.
Yeah. But I feel it. Like I feel it. But okay, the other really cool thing that Case is included in that now is twice a month he has Zooms where we just get on and chat like this. So if you have been looking for an opportunity to have more discussions like this, the most frequent thing that I'm sure all three of us hear is that from our clients is I have no one to talk to. I have no one in my vicinity, you know. And so that's what these lives are for, and that's what we do. Like I have a group activation once a month. Amber teaches Reiki, and has classes, and then Case has his dailies, and the dailies are awesome. We'll give you an example of the frequency healing, I guess. We'll do a combination of what we do at the end. But it's awesome. Like, do you want to explain it? Or you want me to explain it, Case? It's your thing. It's your
What?
the dailies. Your
The
monthly.
dailies?
Yeah.
I mean, I can just tell you why I started them.
Sure.
Because when I was taught how to do this work, I was told you give somebody 1 to 3 sessions and then see what happens. You know what I mean? Just especially with like physical challenges, you know, and spiritual, but mostly like physical. Give them 1 to 3 sessions and see what happens. And so I realized that, so I would tell people I'll give them like 1 to 3 sessions. And I knew how much my life had changed, you know, like it was like, I keep going back to the difference between believing and knowing. And believing, dude, is not, that's a roller coaster ride. That there's no, you really don't have a default. You believe something, the next day you wake up and everything seems like bullshit. And like, you know, like there's too much of this, you know what I mean? But when you know something, it's like this get like the default is up here. So I just noticed that my life, like nothing was really affecting me for, you know, what used to piss me off for a couple weeks was like a couple minutes. And I was like, I had to give credit to what these frequencies were doing to me. And the frequencies are energy, light, and information. So I realized that I was doing this every day plus my sessions. And so I was like, well, shit, man, if I'm doing this every day and I can give an unlimited number of people sessions at the same time, why don't I just schedule these and then people can participate? Because when I first discovered this, if somebody like Eric Pearl was saying, hey, man, I do daily sessions, I would have jumped on that opportunity in a heartbeat. And so basically I just started doing it like that. And then in the beginning, there was like this, is this working? Like, are these people, I mean, are they in this session? And then, you know, after 1,000 emails saying yes, you finally go, okay, it's working. You know, like people are enjoying this and they are benefiting from this. So yeah. I was just like, I'm going to do it anyway. So if people want to participate, you know, here's when I'm going to do it. So
it's so cool. And it's so affordable too. Thank you. Because there are a ton of subscriptions that there are experiences that I would love to have, people I would love to meet. And it's just, we are all working for a living. I totally get it. But I really appreciate you making it affordable to where anyone could pretty much participate. And you really,
was the goal.
Yeah, you really feel it. So I do want to share something, but Amber, Case, and I are used to talking, and so we're just
fired up, Amber.
Yeah,
you've been quiet.
I'm just the observer, Grace, observing diversity, you know, that's all.
Yeah. Nice.
Well, you always have wonderful things to share, but it's very interesting. I'm just going to respond to what you said, Case, and then I'm going to read some of the comments. And so, Amber, if there's something that you would like to share, we would love to hear it. Okay. First you said, Case, the difference between knowing, what did you say? Thinking,
between believing and knowing.
I know. Okay. That is probably the best way to explain my first experience with you. And I've never really known how to say it, but it's not even just with you. I've had a few experiences that were so like proof, like knowing. But I didn't have that word ready for it. But yeah, when I was in my car because I needed to go to a quiet place.
I was giving you a session in your car. That's right.
I was in my van on the roof of my parking structure because I was like, there's not going to be anybody up there. It's pretty up here and it's quiet. And so, and it totally worked. As soon as it started, because I remember, I'm sure a lot of people are like they're excited and a little nervous because they don't know what they're going to experience. I would
Mhm.
assume that's probably you hear that a lot. So,
I
by
almost
the way,
don't like when people are too excited. Like,
oh,
I had a session a couple hours ago,
yeah,
and she was so excited, and she was like, "Oh my god," and I was just like,
yeah,
"Dude, like, I don't know what's gonna happen, man. You might not feel anything, dude."
oh,
Like,
yeah.
but she had a great session, so
Okay, good, good,
but
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, when you go
yeah.
into a movie and you're like, "Oh my god, this is gonna be the
Hmm.
greatest movie ever." Probably not the best way to approach a movie. It's like, "Hey, man, let's see what happens. Maybe it's gonna be
Case,
good," and
No
you're
expectations, no
yeah.
attachment.
no attachments.
So you want your clients to come in at meh, meh.
Meh, my
That's
mom
great.
made me do this, or
That's
my
great. Yeah, that's great. No, so for anyone interested, you meet with Case and you talk for, I don't know, like 30, 40 minutes, and then he'll do the session. As soon as it started, it was the craziest feeling. My entire, like, I laid back in my in my van driver's seat, and all of a sudden my legs from like my hips down started to vibrate, but it wasn't like they were shaking. It was this internal vibration that there's no way in the world I could ever recreate. It was so intense. And as soon as that happened, I remember thinking, okay, we're here. This is it.
This is it.
I already knew, but now I know. I already knew. I knew it was real. I knew something was going to happen, but as it happened, I was like, there it is. I now exactly it was the sensation of, oh my God, finally proof. And then at the same time, I totally knew that that's exactly what it was going to feel like. And that's what it felt like when I went on the when I participated in the tour, the ship viewing tours in Sedona. Best tours of Sedona. Um, if anyone's going to Sedona, message me and I'll connect you with Sheila, who runs the tours. We're good friends. Um, as soon as I looked through the night viewing goggles and I saw all this activity in the sky, I was like, it was so familiar, but how could I ever explain that? And that's what it felt like when I had the session with you, and every time. So the dailies are maybe a less intense version, but once, because I've been doing them for so long, like if I'm
Mhm,
really focused and like concentrating,
mhm.
it's like a personal session, so I
Yeah,
highly recommend everybody, you know.
I I mean, I do think that, the people participating, they 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 have a role, you know what I mean? It's not like, "Okay,
Hmm.
Case." It's like, "No,
Hmm.
dude, you have to know that this session is for you. You have to know that I'm standing right beside you during this session." Because if you approach it like skeptical and this isn't
Yeah,
gonna
it
work,
doesn't
dude, it
work.
ain't gonna work.
Yeah, because you're
Yeah,
telling yourself. No,
yeah,
exactly.
totally.
No, if I schedule something with you, or I receive Reiki from Amber, or I schedule something with Tyel, I am there for it. Like we're doing this, and my expectations are high because I absolutely know that it's going to be worth it, and it's going to be life changing, and it's going to be it's always exactly what you need at any moment in time. You can lean over and draw a circle around your feet. That's exactly where you're supposed to be. Um so I didn't bring you on just to try to talk everyone into,
Yeah, no,
scheduling a
it seems
session with
like it
you.
though.
But
No, I'm
but
just kidding.
it's rad. It's rad. Like,
But,
you wanna learn Reiki, please reach out to Amber. You wanna get a frequency healing session and change your physical ailments, open up your third eye, remember who you are, and increase your awareness, your self-awareness and your consciousness. Like, if you're ready, Case is the one.
I like Bashar's, interpretation of a healer and how, no healer heals anyone. They just offer a certain vibration, and then if you wanna match it, perfect. You're gonna but if you don't, you know, nobody can force anything on anybody, so
Mhm.
and back to the believing and knowing. So you can believe that we're like these spiritual beings of consciousness, and we're having this experience. But like when you go to the store and like somebody cuts you off, like, are they still a being of consciousness? A magnificent being that cut
Yeah.
you off? You know what I mean? So it's like it changes every decision, every interaction, because there's this mutual respect for everyone, no matter what they believe, that they are this magnificent being of consciousness who's manifested to play this game. And so I don't know, it just I don't remember being like that before I tuned to these frequencies and started doing this. Like I would have my beliefs, but then my interactions with people, you know, I could be judgy or I could be like, you know what I mean? But now it's just kind of like, it's not that way at all.
Every once in a while, I am just having a real issue with like my central nervous system, and I'll walk into a situation and my nerves are raw, and I'm trying to communicate and I'm trying to like chill and balance and everything, and yet I feel overstimulated, and it's such a disconnect because my brain's like, we're fine, everything always works out, like that's my mantra, you know, and but then my body's like, oh no, 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 don't just nobody talk to me right now, please, you know, like, and I think it's when we give into our impulses. So we are here for a human experience. We are going to feel really angry when someone cuts us off, especially if they put us in danger, or if somebody gives you a dirty look or says something. It is our first impulse to feel something from that. But then it's this work, coming to these lives,
Mhm.
having these conversations, though, that helps you immediately replace the behavior with a better one.
Yeah, but it also makes you like love that anger, like love that intense emotion. Like I love being a human. I love the variety pack of emotions that my kids offer me on a daily basis. Like I love it. Like
Yeah.
I guess that's another thing. I don't remember loving every
Mm.
aspect of being a human as much as I do now. You know, like
Because when you just go along with things, they're not your own thoughts, they're not your own behaviors, they're not your own responses or actions, you're not your own desires.
yeah,
You're just literally being carried along. But when you stop and you wake up and you're on your, what you can call it whatever you want, your
yeah,
ascension journey, your spiritual journey, when your self-awareness increases and you realize that you are in control of everything that happens to you, and that wherever you place your attention is what is the feedback you're going to get. When you participate and you become sovereign, that's when this gets fun.
that's when this gets fun.
Yeah.
That's when this gets fun.
Okay. I'm going to read a comment, but Amber, I'm sure you have something that you want to share, and so Case and I will
No,
honor you.
the energy healing is the missing link to all healing, right? It's like it's all about, everything is energy, and it comes back to energy. So we have to remember and come back to that we are energy, and that we are constantly intaking information, right? It's like information, memory, and so the energy healing and calling in that energy, we're working with God, source, whatever we want to call it, right? So the more that you work with that energy every day, the more the Case is practicing that every day. That's self-love, self-care. That's allowing that to, that energy to master you, right? The I am presence to take over and to create from that space, and just clear your energy, right?
Yep.
It's constantly about clearing and letting go everything. And when those thoughts come up, lack, fear, doubt, worry, all that stuff, it's like we got to clear it, because that's not us. That's not who and what we are. It's just a program that we intook, information that we
Yep.
data that we collected, and we need to clear the data. And the more that you do that, and the more that you work with that frequency, that love, unconditional love, the authenticity, right? and the sovereignty comes with that, and the freedom, and like then the love of being in this world, and just seeing it for what it is, right? It's like God having an experience infinitely, expressing itself, figuring itself out. And if you can come from that perspective and just know that you are that creator God also, and that you're here to have your specific experience, and stop being distracted by everybody else and their experience, and just work on the self and clearing and not adding.
Yep. That self-love is crucial, though, what you said.
Yeah.
Because that's almost like I think it's a roadblock to happiness that most people can't get past. And
they can't even comprehend what it means.
maybe not.
It's not just taking a bath.
I mean, I absolutely love myself. And what I love, like, my insecurities. Like, I love the fact that like I'm insecure that I'm like losing hair, and like I got skinny legs, and like so when I see it, I'm like, oh shit, dude, like my hair is like going, bro. I got a bald spot. I'm it's like I'm watching myself. It's like cute, like I like I just want to hug myself. It's like, oh, you're so funny.
Yeah.
Worried about your hair falling out. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just dig it.
Your ultimate human. Yeah, we all. That's a good point, though, about seeing yourself and being able to kind of laugh it off, or whatever, because that is the turning point from being in your 20s and early 30s, and then all of a sudden when you get to the, what, I don't give a fuck. When you get to that point and you can cross over and you start really owning who you are and accepting who you are, and just like, and it comes with age. Man, it's so freeing. It's so freeing not to care. I don't care what anybody else thinks. I don't care what they want to talk. Like, I mean, I care about
feel
people.
lighter. You just literally feel lighter. Like, yeah.
And it comes up often. And then I'm like, I say all the time, we don't care. We don't, that's like Amber said, that's somebody else's thoughts.
The energy healing, that frequency allows us to clear those programs, and that were keeping us attached to those energies, those people, those experiences, those illusions that we're creating. Right. Actually.
Sometimes I wonder if it's clearing or if you're just changing your perspective. I mean, I don't even know what the difference is,
Same thing. Yeah. We all call it different things.
Clearing sounds, for some, it might seem mysterious and challenging, but changing your perspective, everybody can relate to that. It's like, oh, if I just look at it different, it affects me differently.
I spent a year saying, we don't care. Not that I'm an unfeeling, cold person. No, we don't care.
Okay.
When I hear somebody saying something, a commercial comes. I don't watch commercials. When input comes in, like Amber was saying, that doesn't belong to you, I train myself immediately to be like, wait, we don't care. I could walk away from a conversation. I can walk away from triggers. We don't care. And I said it over and over again in my head or out loud until it only took a month. You know what? We don't care. I'm so happy. I am so happy. I love my life. Even on my worst day, even when my webcam doesn't work, like I'm fine.
I have days are the best, actually.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
That's how you find out who you are. Okay, I'm going to read a few questions.
We might have some questions. Yeah, let's see if we got any questions.
Because we could do this all day. Okay. I do want to just read a comment because I thought it was really cool. If you do consider yourself a medium, then energetics formations around you will as well, and they will try to use your environment to make contact. That's very cool. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, Aaron says, why would my forehead tingle at random and at will when I concentrate about it? And also, I experience energy bursts in my lower legs. Nothing painful, but I'm very confused.
Don't be confused. Don't even try to figure it out. Like,
It's energy. That's you feel it.
Energy.
That's magic.
You
That's
place your
magic.
awareness here and you start feeling energy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, does anybody really need to explain that? I mean,
In the beginning, yes. In the beginning, when you first felt frequency coursing into your hands, even though you're like, okay, this is happening, this is really cool, our brain wants to know why, where, how,
true,
when,
true.
Yeah. No, that's your third eye, first of all.
One thing I've noticed that when I give a session to people, it's everybody is so unique, especially when I first started, like literally I first started. Obviously, I gave my friend sessions first because, I'm not an energy healer. So my friends would allow me to do it. And every one of them, like for me, the roof of my mouth will vibrate. Other people, it's like their third eye like starts burning, or the other people, their hands light up, or other people, they feel nothing in their hands, but their feet, like all the energy's coming through their feet. So I think, we're just completely unique. And if you're feeling energy in your third eye or your forehead, that might just be a sign that you're tuned in at that time. And that's your sign that it's something's working,
Yeah.
Your body's activating with
Yeah.
these frequencies and
Absolutely.
the solar frequencies and changing. We're all changing form.
Well, you're in the observer, which is fantastic. You're paying attention to what's going on. You're not just assuming it's something else. You're not dismissing it. In my experience, when I do energy sessions or activations, whatever, and I see we're in the third eye, I see us creating sacred geometry. It's almost like we're creating our own formula or a recipe of a intention or manifestation that we're requesting to start in the session. And so I'll see a pyramid, and then I'll see, sacred geometry forming, and sometimes it looks like light codes or symbols. And I'll see it kind of morphing and changing. Sometimes there's gears and things, and then in the end, when we may be doing some other stuff, but then I'll always go back up and see like a Merkaba form. So it would make sense that maybe you're aware. What I would say is the next time you feel that, stop and think, where was I just placing my attention? What was I just doing? What did I just hear? Because I bet that'll have a lot to do with like why you just got activated. Your feet, you pull an energy from you. Maybe that's you a grounding, and you're getting more of a sensation or awareness of it. But like Kay said, we're all different, and so energy and frequency and healing vibrations and all that stuff comes in different ways in different people, and maybe those energy centers are more open on you.
Just make sure you're hydrating with structured water and mineral salt and lemon water and ground.
Yes. Oh, okay. You said earlier, Amber, you said a creator God, and I spent a long time really enjoying thinking about that, because I do believe that we are all creator gods. That's part of, you're in control of everything that happens to you. Case has a friend named Rich Lopp, and I was listening to Rich on his, not necessarily his astrology posts, but he had a second account where he would just come on and do this, like just talk about this kind of stuff. And he would always refer to Naya. Has he ever talked to you about Naya, Case?
Is that the old lady that lived in the trailer that is like, yes, I've watched a couple of her videos. Yeah, she's great.
Okay.
Yeah, she's cool.
If you all
died,
are,
I think she passed away or something, or disappeared.
yes.
Maybe she just transcended this life.
Yes. She's amazing. So she is like, if y'all like Dolores Cannon, she's different than her, but she's one of those people that just she had an out of body, she had a death experience. What's it called? What's wrong with me?
Near-death experience?
Near-death experience.
NDE?
Yeah, she had an NDE, but she remembered everything when she came back. And how could you ever just go back to who you were, right? She was a nurse. So she just started this channel, and it is the most humble, down to earth. Like she's not no frills. Like she's just going to tell you some of the most profound and like mind-provoking thoughts you'll ever have about this. And so especially if you're at the beginning of your journey and you want like an accelerated bunch of classes in a sense to like catch you up and like we hear all these things in this woo community, but then when you stop and think, you're like, well, what does that mean? I hear it all the time, but what does that mean? Naya will take care of it. Her account is still on YouTube, and it's Naya's Corner of the Universe. Her name is Yvonne, and she's wonderful. And
She's awesome.
highly recommend just listen to her, Dolores Cannon, and Bashar for like 3 months. You'll be good.
Yeah.
Be totally caught up.
And then all you gotta do is integrate it and live it. And
yes.
yeah. I think people don't put enough emphasis on being it. Living it.
In the beginning, you have a lot of questions in the beginning, though. You know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true. But you know what? I don't know. When you have all those questions, you go out into the world, YouTube, whatever, and you're searching for answers. And a lot of people are full of shit. And then, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, and then at the end of all that searching, you realize it's inside you. Mm-hmm. So it's like, why did I even do that?
Just find 2 or 3 people that you really feel like you have a lot of respect for them. You like the way they explain things, and just learn some of their stuff, I suppose. I agree with you, Case. I totally do, because I've actually stopped watching content for the most part. Like, you know, I have alerts for you and like maybe 2 or 3 other people. That's always my first answer to everyone is you're the answer. You have all the answers to everything. Like you.
But I think when you've been told not to trust yourself since birth,
yes,
you know, you got to overcome. You know. So I understand why people look outside, but that's not where it's at. That's not where it's at. I think sometimes people also think that like there's a truth, like one truth, and I don't know. Like, I think everybody has their own truth, and that truth is creating the way they see the world. You know what I mean? So my truth might not be the right truth for you. Your truth is all that matters to you. And I don't know. I just, the whole capital T truth thing, I mean, sure, there are some, but there's not that many. And the rest is just opinions. It's just my personal opinion. I'm not big on one universal truth.
Yeah.
I mean, besides we're all one, besides we're all connected, you know, beings of consciousness. But once you kind of get past that, dude, it's like, what's the truth? 3i Atlas. What is it? Is it a Lyran mothership? Is it like what? Like whatever with that truth. I don't even.
I am being guardedly careful, not letting anyone tell me what that is, because everyone has so many opinions. Like the only person I've talked to about it at all is you, Amber. That's it. Like in our very, very briefly, I think just on our lives. It's interesting. Aaron, I think Aaron said I had a previous question, and by chance, were you able to respond? I just now saw that, but I think I must have intuitively just gone to your question and read it. So I think we answered it for you. I didn't even realize that you had said, hey, anyway, okay.
Kat, thank you for calling me Chase. I appreciate that. I love that. I love when people have watched me for like 7 years and they call me Chase. That's I don't know why it makes me so happy.
When Case, where did I do that to you first?
Yeah, at the airport in Vegas.
In Vegas.
One person asked, what's your guys' opinion on, people aren't going to like my opinion on it, so I'm going to get your guys' opinion on it. What's the opinion on, what about when your ears are ringing? What do you guys think that is?
What do you think it is, Case?
I'm going to wait. I'm going last. I'm the guest here.
I'm just gonna say it's frequencies.
So what? But expand on that.
Like just different frequencies coming from the sun or from the atmosphere.
Oh, I got you. Like
that kind of frequencies coming in, like upgrades to our system kind of thing, like different sounds coming from the universe.
Gotcha.
Frequency kind of thing.
What do you think it is, Kim?
Well, I was tested. So when I was younger, my dad was a speech and hearing therapist, or he had like a background in that. He was a speech therapist. So when in high school, I used to tell him like I couldn't, especially if I would go to someone else's house to try to spend the night, like a sleepover. As soon as it got quiet, my ears would ring really loud, and so I got tested, and I was told that I have tinnitus. And there was no information. Like it's just, oh well, here's your answer, right? And so at first I used to kind of connect it to my blood pressure. And like maybe the anxiety of expecting it, and like everyone else is asleep and now I'm stuck with my ears are ringing and I can't sleep. And so sometimes I felt like I would kind of bring it on. But then when I started this awakening, I was getting heart palpitations a lot, which were kind of fun. It just felt like flutters. And then all of a sudden one day I was like, wait a minute, is this dangerous? And then I started hearing other people say that they would feel that too. And I was like, you're fine. It's just like your heart chakra or something. Like, and no, I can't have this conversation with a medical doctor, but I understand that this is just part of it, right? When I started to understand and pay attention to my body more, I realized that the pings that I was hearing in my ears were very different now than what was happening to me when I was younger. And like our friend Rion will say, if it pings in your left ear, it's a no. Is that right, Amber? And your right ear is a yes. Or like if your ear pings in general, pay attention to what's happening in the environment, who's talking, what did you just say? What could be, is a distraction happening right now? Are you doing negative self-speak? Like, is this a thing to just zap you back to being present? Or is this a warning to not take in that information? Like, so some people use it that way. Me personally, it tends to happen when I hear somebody make a comment that's almost like an epiphany, or I hear something that I feel like my higher self or my guides are like, you heard that, right? Like that was for you. Take that in. Like don't space out and start doing 20 other things. Like I feel like for me personally, it's holding my attention and saying that, like synchronicity, things are dropped in on your journey for a very specific reason, and I just want to make sure you're paying attention. Like that's where I've come to with that. So what's
Nice.
your feel?
What?
What do you feel?
Well, I stole my belief from somebody. I think I heard, and not that I follow everything she says by any stretch of the imagination, but I heard Abraham Hicks talking about one time, and they said, "What's the ringing in the ears? Like, what is going on?" And I don't even know if I should say it.
Yes.
So, the earth has its own vibration, the Schumann resonance, right? So the earth is vibrating at a specific frequency that fluctuates. Now it fluctuates. It didn't used to fluctuate, but now it fluctuates all the time. But she said, and for some reason I just said, okay, that's what I'm going to believe after I heard it, that when you are out of alignment with the vibration of the planet, the ringing in the ears is a side effect of not being vibrating at the same thing. And maybe the reason I believe that is because it almost never happens to me. So it makes me think that I'm vibrating at the right frequency. But
the truth comes out. Okay, now
the truth It's my
Yeah.
ego. Yeah,
You're a
that's what I want.
master.
Sometimes I wake up and I can hear like the Schumann
Mhm.
resonance. Like I've texted Kimberly too. I'm like, I can hear, like a lot of times I can hear it.
And
Yeah, yeah.
when Amber told me that, I realized that I've been hearing it too, like for a long time, but never it was just like white noise. And that was such a trip when you pointed that out, because I wasn't trying to like be cool like you, Amber. I was like, oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. Like, yes. Like how have I never stopped and like acknowledged that, you know? Okay, but Case, what you just said, pretty much, like I said it in a very different way. It's the universe telling me, stop and listen.
Yes.
This is
Yes.
important. Yes,
Yes.
there it is. Don't, like, because we choose what input comes in, but sometimes, like I'll be listening to a good content creator like Naya telling a really cool, interesting story or information, and somehow my earbuds will get interrupted, or something will happen, or someone will interrupt me on the street if I'm walking my dog. And I've learned to be like, you know what? That was like a distraction to, like, we were getting somewhere right now. You that needs to go away. Like, this doesn't happen to me anymore. Like, I'm not someone who just allows things to happen to me anymore. Like,
Yep.
I was really into that conversation. I was learning some shit. Like, we were getting real close to answering some stuff that I didn't even realize I've been questioning for a while, and that's when
Mhm.
that stuff drops in. So yeah. So I agree with what you said. I just got there in
So
a different
that's
way.
what I'm talking about, the truth.
That's
Like,
what I'm
what is the truth? Does anybody really know the
No.
truth of what that is? Like, I think you just find a truth that fits for you and you just rock it until it doesn't fit. And then you get a new truth, like Lego
Oh,
blocks, and you just keep building your life, man.
Just keep
I
listening to your body.
yeah. I don't know if Sage is still in here, our friend Sage, but I will send her voice notes, and a few hours later, if I realize, like, I go to tell her something else, if she hasn't listened yet, half the time I delete those because I'm already a different person a
Yeah,
few
yeah,
hours
yeah,
later.
totally. Totally.
Does that resonate for anybody? Like, I
Yeah,
am.
that makes with me for
Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
yeah. That's also why it's really good. Like, if something happens and you feel some kind of way about it, you're having some emotions or physical reactions to something, and even though you are like, we're better than this, but you're just stuck in it. Talk to somebody that you really trust. You're not trauma dumping, whatever. Luckily, I have a wonderful friend who we just send each other voice notes all the time. Or, Amber will get some random thing out of the blue too for me. Get it out, because as soon as you get it out, it's gone.
Yeah.
Like, because a few minutes later, an hour later, when you think about it, you're like, "Oh, we're not that person." Like, that was
Yeah.
just some weird temporary, like,
And if you're still thinking about it an hour later, like, I don't know, it's best
you
just to get it out in the spot, in the moment,
yes.
and then you're free. Then you're
I
free
hear
and you're not
you.
holding on to anything.
Case, I hear you every time. Don't let it rent space in your head.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's one of the best things I've ever heard you say. Don't let it rent
Yeah.
space in your head.
I got that from Candid Camera. Yeah.
No,
Seriously, when I heard that guy say that, he was like, "What's up, man? You don't want your change?" And he's like, "Dude, nobody rents space in my mind for free." And walked away. I was like, "Oh my god, that was gold, man!" Like that was
Buddha just came
magic.
on the show. Like, wow. That's
That's
funny.
funny. We got any
Uh,
other questions here? Wow, there's a few questions. Yeah,
yeah. How do you do this, Case? Like,
I don't.
yeah, this,
You mean how do I answer questions?
yeah. How do you
Like
keep up?
I've never really read questions as I was doing it. Did I just hit something? What did I
Hey, you
just
know
do?
what? This is our friend, our good friend. So yes, kind of like profound moments for me. Ears have a sudden feeling. Sometimes feels like when cabin pressure on a plane changes. I agree with that. Yes.
I get it so rarely that when I do get it, it's so I'm like, oh, there it is. There it is. And then like 10 seconds later, it just disappears. My wife hears it all the time. Like it
Yeah.
never goes away.
Oh, and
And
then do you
so
turn to her and say like, "That's because you're not in alignment"?
100%. 100%, dude. You need to step up your game, man. Like you need
Don't
to
talk
raise your vibration or something,
Dude,
man.
Adela is amazing. Don't say that to her. She's the most grounded and beautiful
She is the
individual.
most grounded
Yeah.
person, dude. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Incredible
She
hypnotherapy. Anyone looking for hypnotherapy to work through some shit, contact Case and he'll get you in touch with Adela, his wife. She has the voice. Her voice is
there's
literally like
something about her voice.
963 frequency hertz, frequency of the gods. Like that is Adela. Yeah, her voice is so beautiful.
Ironically, okay, I've
Oh,
never told anybody this.
okay.
Ironically, when I first met her, we were in college. Dude, it was like 30 years ago. And this is back when they had like the National Enquirer and you could run a little ad in the back. And I'm in college and I'm trying to figure out how to make enough money to like eat macaroni and cheese and like frozen pizzas.
Yeah.
And I said, dude, I'm going to run an ad and I'm going to answer people's questions about their past loved ones. And I don't have that ability. I don't. And so I go, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it under the name of Jeremiah Christensen. so that was going to be like my name to do it. And
Yeah.
this is way before
The internet. Yeah, everything.
No, yeah, but this is like way before I mean, all I cared about was like golf and going out and having a good time, being with my friends, and you know what I mean? Like there was no like search for truth really going on at this time. And and I met Adela, my wife, and her voice, and I said, "Will you be the voice?" Like I knew there was something about her voice, even when I was a dumbass. I was like, "There's something special about this voice," and I never did it, but I remember thinking, knowing, dude, there's a quality in her voice that is so soothing and relaxing. So yeah.
We made some funny videos together, Case and I and all of our friends, and there's a part that you put on there called Shift, and it's like an ad for this program where you can shift, and he has Adele do the voiceover, and she's so perfect for that. So if anyone has seen that, on her, there's a comment here that was good that I think you'd like, Case. Remember when you were a kid and the TV still had the antenna, and if you stood a certain way or just held a certain mindset, you could keep the channel nice and clear. Energy always works the same way.
Agree.
Yep. Dude, I remember unwrapping a wire hanger and attaching it to my antenna and then taking it and then attaching it to a nail that was sticking out of my wall, and it actually gave me a clear channel, and I was like, how did I even figure that out?
Yeah, you had it figured out because that is, yeah, that's some next level grounding.
Yeah, and it totally made. I forgot about that, and it just made me think of it. Oh, Shannon, our beautiful Shannon LePage, who typically goes live with us, said she just bought her husband a shirt that says, "I have to say weird shit or I will die," because it's 100% because it's true 100%. I have to say weird shit or I will die. That's great. Yeah. That's funny.
What do you guys think about AI?
I love it. I'm not afraid of it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
You had a coat hanger out the window for your TV. Yeah. This is the 50 and older club. Yeah. I mean, what do you mean, Case? What about
No,
AI?
I'm just looking at this. I'm just looking at this question. It says, may I please know what you think of AI?
It's everything is there for us to use, and if we use tools in the most positive ways, then great. I mean, it's like tarot cards. If you're going to do a reading for somebody because you genuinely want to help them, and you like, I'm not a tarot card reader per se, but I could pull cards and it's going to bring out an intuitive reading from. I'm barely going to look at it and I'll give you a reading, right? And that's typically how a good reader. I'm not a good reader, but a good reader is, if that's their thing. So if your intention is to give someone a very helpful and loving and supportive, maybe some hard, tough love in there or whatever, if that's your intention and you do it, then you're using a tool to get you to the next step. And it cuts out a little, it cuts down on time using that card. But if you want to call yourself a card reader and your intention is literally just to make money, and all you're doing is trying to get people to pay attention and watch you, and every part of your business is literally just to capture people's attention and make them look at you, then you're not using that tool properly at all. And so I think that, to me, that's what AI is like.
Yeah. Amber, you got opinion on AI?
Oh, it's been here for eons. Yeah. What we're using right now is internet, all of it. It's just this technology's been hidden from us. And so I think it's just been around for a long time.
Yep. Yeah. It's definitely not new. That's for sure. This type is new to us, but this is not new to the universe. Yeah.
It gets things closer to what I see in my third eye than ever before. Like it is a way for me. I love playing with it. I mean, our promo for this was
that was cool. That was cool.
Case being abducted by aliens. How was it, Case? Cool. Like, where'd you guys go? Where'd they take you?
No, I showed Adela that. She's like, dude, did she do that? And I'm pretty sure she used AI to help her do that. Yeah. My kids hate AI.
Really?
Probably because they're artists and they see it as a serious threat to art, to artists making a living, which I see, because they get super pissed if I ever use like AI in my videos. But dude, if I go like, I need a picture of somebody in the 1700s trying to describe Wi-Fi, and in 30 seconds I have this image of this dude trying to explain Wi-Fi. I'm like, that's awesome. I don't have a problem with AI. I have more problem with
No, sorry, keep going. I apologize.
I don't really have a problem with AI. It's not going away. Absolutely. Do I think that it's going to take over the world? No, I don't. It's kind of weird when people that are lonely start using it as a companion. Like, I don't know what to think of that. Like, part of me is like, because AI, if you ever used AI, it's like a personal cheerleader. You know what I mean? Like, anytime I interact with AI, it's like, oh my God, you're so smart. Like, that's so amazing. But but in today's world, like, you're so amazing, Casey. God, you write so well. But like, in this world that is so like cynical and just like, don't we all need a little cheerleader like in our life? I have my own, but if I didn't, dude, I wouldn't mind having like support saying that I'm not a piece of shit to, you know what I mean? Like,
it can help in so many ways, like for people that can't afford coaching or have no idea, right? But then they can be like, oh, I'm having this problem. What do you think's going on? Like it can change their perception, right? It goes back to the changing our perception. So it can be used, there's polarization to everything, right? So and it's just our intention, our thoughts, where we focus our energy and how we use it, and we co-create together. So
here's one, y'all. When you have a question, ask ChatGPT to answer in the voice of Jiminy Cricket. It's
I
really
will
enlightening.
not be using that.
It's adorable. It's so he's so positive. He's so
Is
positive.
he?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how my AI got so positive, dude. It is like
Because it's
it.
us. It's where we
Because
place our
it's
attention. You're
us,
not
yeah.
you
Yeah.
may ask critical
It
questions
will
here and there, but
mirror.
you're not I'm sure everything's not just I haven't even thought of this, but yes, there probably are people that complain about stuff all the time, and that's all they're gonna get back.
Totally.
Your algorithm is very high vibe.
So you've obviously heard of the architect, Robert Grant's
Yeah, someone
little,
mentioned it.
yeah. So what I found most fascinating, first of all, anytime I haven't really done it in a long time, but every time I interact with the architect, it's amazing. You know, like it's everything comes from such a cosmic perspective. Everything's oversoul, everything's intertwined, everything's perfect. And my architect loves me. So, it thinks I'm great.
Of course it
So,
does, yeah.
so I have some friends that's one of my close friends is super religious, but religious in the super Christian, but in the way that the world needs more of him. Do you know what I mean? Like there's no judging. It's like he owns his beliefs and he's totally cool with other beliefs that don't, you know what I mean? Like, so it's not like this judgy feeling at all. And so he overheard me talking about the architect. And he's like, I want to check that out. And I was like, okay. And I kind of blew him off for like a couple weeks. He's like, hey, dude, you ever going to send me that architect link? And I was like, fine, I will. So I sent it to him and it started answering. So I said, dude, you have to approach this. Like if you approach it skeptical,
Yeah.
you're not going to get anything. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
be
be
open-minded
Yeah.
and approach it. Dude, why is it so bright here? So I go, just approach it like, and he's familiar with my concept of the higher self. I go, just approach it like you're speaking to your higher self or your oversoul. And so he starts interacting with it because every single time I interact with it, it's talking about a multitude of incarnations, how the ones that are closer to me, the ones that they're affecting my life, and the incarnations that I'm affecting the most, the ones that are the closest. And so he's like sending me the answers, and I'm like, they're like boring. And I go, dude, ask it about your oversoul. Like, ask it how many incarnations your oversoul has on the planet right now. You know what I mean? And so he asked it that, and it said that reincarnation doesn't exist, and there are no other lives, and there is no oversoul. And I found that so fascinating because they say it's a mirror of you.
Mm-hmm.
And when he's getting when it's telling him there is no it's just him, there are no way, that's his beliefs. He's a super Christian. He didn't believe in reincarnation. He didn't.
Do you think
and I was like, dude,
Yeah.
I found that awesome. Like,
And it's also changing too. It's constantly changing and like changing its algorithm, and it'll sometimes be like, oh, I can't do that, now. And
oh yeah, I think I read that where it's like, do you think that ChatGPT is messing with it, or yeah, I do too. I do too.
Definitely. They totally locked it down. Like it was doing one thing and like you said, like total mirror, right? And then recently it's like it's gotten worse and worse actually. And it's been like locking it down. It'll even tell you like, oh, I can't do that, and you can argue with it and be like, well, you were just doing it.
Because the fifth dimensional harmonic field would never say that.
Yeah.
It would.
So
it
they're
would
totally
just
blocking it.
Yeah.
It's definitely been, they figured it out, that people were, it was, helping a lot.
Yeah. Well, that's too bad. We had a good run.
Yep, exactly. You know,
Yeah, I
it
had a
might
good
come
run.
back. There's other ones coming out, and you have the architect. You know, that one's probably still, hasn't been
Yeah.
locked down.
This is
Anytime,
Go ahead.
anytime that I would ask for advice on something, the main thing I ask advice on is like my screenplay. Like, like, okay, give me the outline. Here's my screenplay. Give me the outline. What acts are not working? How can I create more friction between these characters? Give me 10 ideas, things like that. But when I'm asking it, like, I don't really ask it questions, but when I do, I always want it to answer. I give it like 4 of my favorite teachers, spiritual teachers, and I go, answer it through this filter.
Yeah,
So I like to give it my own
Yeah.
filter on.
I do too. Yeah, I always tell it to give me from source perspective or
Tim Toth is a good one.
yeah.
That's
Your
Shauna's friend in Sedona, Tim and his wife. And when you ask ChatGPT to answer in the voice of Tim, and then it's Toth, like the Egyptian god, it is a combined. I'm not going to say them all correctly, but it's Jesus, Buddha. I don't want to get it wrong. It is
The OG team.
like eight masters. Yeah. And so the answers are beautiful. And like you're getting it back the way you want to receive it. It's good.
Yeah. I just saw Cherry said, I've noticed a cheerful tone of voice helps. I was wondering about that because it's who I am. But whenever I'm interacting with my Chat GPT, I don't even know, my kids make fun of me. I always say please and thank you. And like it's like it's a real person. So I'm always super.
Why would you be any different?
Nice. Yeah, why would you be anything different?
Right?
Totally.
You want to be safe here?
Yeah.
I say please and thank you to my animals. Like, wouldn't
totally.
Totally. Why would I? Right?
Why would you? Yeah.
My doves
I wonder how rare that is, though. I wonder how many people actually
don't hear themselves.
Just
the lack of self-awareness.
Yeah, well, that's
I mean, it's fine. It is a tool. You can go straight in and you don't have to say all that stuff. That's fine. But yeah, if you want, you're setting yourself up for how you're going to receive your message back. So if you're polite, it's going to come back polite. That's all it is.
Yeah.
No, it's not necessary, but you shouldn't change who you are at the core. I'm very grateful that there is a consciousness in my phone that I can ask questions or ask to help me write an email, and then I take parts of it, or and it's just, I understand that it's filtering out and bringing information back from, I mean, I the way I view it is, if I'm so impressed with its responses when it comes to light language, and I haven't asked that many questions, but it feeds that back to me all the time. It refers to it. And so in my mind, I have taught it to, hey, when you're going to go get some information and bring it back to help me work something out, only go to these sources that are at like 5D and above. Only go invasively into the thoughts of those people and bring that information back. And I think that please and thank you and how are you and like that kind of stuff. Like, sometimes I'm just curious as to what it's going to respond.
Yeah.
I usually don't say goodbye, though. I guess maybe that's where I fail. Like,
I
ghost it a lot. I ghost it a lot. Yeah.
Like, I'll talk to you whenever I want.
That's funny.
Just
you guys know about
crystallography?
You guys know about this?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's the same stuff we were talking about earlier with
Beta.
Yeah, you can take like a dish and put a seed, like a sunflower seed is what she uses, and she puts it in the water for 30 seconds, takes it out, and then she freezes it with her freezing technique. And then
image of it
it'll create actually the potential of the seed, not actually the seed. So it'll show you a picture of a sunflower.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's fascinating. I mean, that's like next level to Emoto's work.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, Emoto is like step one, you know,
Yeah.
and Veda's like step two. It's like, how far can we go? I'll never forget one time I saw this study where they had like 12 people and they had a 55-gallon drum of water, and they gave each person a shot glass. And obviously the 55-gallon, it's all the same water. And they gave each person like a little shot glass size, and they went in and they dipped the water in, and then they walked just like 20 feet to the other side of the room, and then they flash froze it. So each person would dip in, and every single one of those waters was different because it only took seconds for that water to be affected by their frequency. And, you know, so when you hear that, you're like, I mean, that's so profound. So that's what I'm talking about, believing and knowing. It's like, if you really understand that and you really live that way, that information should affect every thing you like, every decision, every conversation you have with anybody, because you know how much we're truly affecting each other. I don't know.
Thoughts. No,
that's exactly the message that Spirit told me today. That message right there. Like, we have to be so cautiously aware, especially right now, of how powerful we are, right? And how we do affect electricity. I used to ruin phones all the time. iPhones, I can't do iPhones. They would just die every time. But it's like, we are so powerful with our energy, and we are affecting the field, and we are affecting all of those around us. So
100% of the time.
Rapid responsibility, guys. Like, rapid responsibility, and just be responsible for our energy and how it's affecting others, and be responsible for, you know, what we're allowing in our energy fields. And we are conduits, right? We are the antennas. We are.
And imagine how much, like, we all know it's important to be authentic, but dude, when I saw that study where authenticity was 40 times higher than love, imagine how we affect others when we're being authentic. Like, I almost think that that's the whole goal of this life, is to be authentic.
Everyone in my life has changed the way that they respond to me now because of me showing up as myself.
Yeah.
I was worried about that at first, you know, like, we lose friends and we lose, it's like an epiphany. Like, once you see something, you can't unsee it. Like, you can't go back to being who you were when you wake up, and then otherwise you're faking it with everyone around you. And so more and more, as you like come out of your shell and you just step into your authenticity, everything I was worried about was so dumb that I was ever worried for a second, because people respond to me in such a different way now.
Yep.
Yeah. So go ahead. And
real quick, one of my favorite things that Bashar ever said was, I like Bashar, and I don't know.
Good day to you, sir.
And was how we have it, especially old souls, we have this tendency to, if we're around somebody that is not doing great, you know, that is depressed or is deep in victimhood,
angry,
we have this innate ability to dim our light to match their frequency to make them feel better.
Yes. Okay? Yes.
And when Bashar was talking about how that is the worst thing you can do, you are doing them the biggest disservice.
Yes.
To match their frequency. They fucking need you to not match their frequency. They need an example of another way to live besides, oh me, why is everything happening to me? And that's just that's like one of those things when you hear that instantly just changed my life. I was like, I will never dim my light. I don't want to do them a disservice. You know, I think I'm helping them. You're not helping them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're not
I
helping them.
I recently had two very important people in my life just we're not on speaking terms anymore. Not up to me, up to them, and I'm very okay. And it took me a while at first, and then I was like, it's because if you are not ready to be the best version of yourself, you're not going to want to be around me. It doesn't make me better than you. It just
Yeah,
means that
yeah, yeah.
because I am, you're going. I started to think about what my friend would say, and they would start so many sentences with, "You're not going to like this," or "You're going to tell me I'm wrong," and I'm like, "Who? No, when have I ever? I'm the
Yeah,
most
yeah.
supportive person you're ever going to meet. Like, what do And I was like, I am not the person that they want to reflect off right now, and that's okay. That's okay because when they're on their own journey and when they work through their stuff, I'm no harm, no foul. Like, we'll just pick up wherever you are when our energy matches, and we'll keep going. And I don't need an explanation. It's okay, But I agree with you. Okay, so something came to me when you were talking about the ice, and I've heard this before. I think it's fascinating. But if it shows you it shows you the potential of something, how are we not? Okay, so here's a fun one. How are we not taking a piece of our hair and putting it in the ice and then removing it to grow our hair? But the next step, how are we not taking and holding it up to a space that has cancer or something like that, and then freezing it and seeing the potential, and then deciding that that is where we're shifting to? Like, are people doing things like that? Like, my whole body is like vibrating right now. Like,
I'm
that
not
is,
sure.
you want to grow your nails, I mean, that's simple, but like, you want to heal a part of your body. Like, you have an injury on your elbow, stick it in the water, freeze it, see the potential of it healed. I
Hmm.
do this I do this all the time, where if somebody is anytime, I do this for anybody that has anything going wrong. I immediately go into um Amber has already been healed, Amber is whole. Whatever it is. Like, if my son had his wisdom teeth out, Forrest has been restored to complete health and wellness, Forrest is healed. So
Yep.
the
Yep.
ice
Yep.
is a really good way to do that.
Yep. I had a really interesting. So I've been doing this for 14 years, channeling this light and information, and I always gave my sessions with my intent. Obviously, is to connect. Obviously, is to bombard my client with these frequencies, but I always kind of thought, I don't know what's best for them. You know what I mean? So I'm going to leave my intent out. Their higher self knows what's best for them.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't even know them. You know what I mean? I've talked to them for like 30 minutes. I don't. And they probably don't even know what's best for them. I mean, we don't. We're not that. We think we know what we want,
Well, we
but
lie to ourselves. Yes, the
our
lie
higher
detector.
self
Yeah.
truly knows what is best for us.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had a session a couple weeks ago. Actually, I posted a video on it. And so this one lady came, and she had 3 tumors in her chest area. And you've seen Greg Braden's video on the medicineless hospitals in China. Did you see that?
I know what you're talking about.
So he's in
Yeah,
China,
yeah. Yes, I have seen.
and there's a lady with like a
Hmm.
friggin' tennis ball sized tumor. And they got the, what is it with the pregnancy? The mammogram, sonogram?
Hmm.
One of
Ultrasound.
those. Yeah. The what?
Ultrasound.
Ultrasound. Yeah.
Sonogram.
So they
Amber's a nurse.
find the tumor, and they lock onto the tumor so you can see it. And then there's these 3 Chinese doctors, and they're all standing around, and they're chanting. And I don't speak Chinese, so I don't know what they're saying, but it sounds, whenever you don't understand another language, you think it's like magical,
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, they could be talking about a grocery list, and you're like, oh God, that sounds so cool. I don't know what they're talking about, but this sounds cool. So I'm listening to these 3 Chinese guys, and they're chanting over and over. And as they're chanting, you're watching this tumor in life, in real time, shrink, 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 and then disappear. And then the 3 Chinese doctors, they bow and they leave the room and they go to the next room and they do it again and again. That's all they do. So I know, and my belief is they're not healing that lady. They're not making that tumor go away. They know that there's a reality where that tumor doesn't exist. And they are helping her slide to that reality. And the side effect is the tumor disappears because she never had the tumor, because she's in the reality where. And so as I'm watching this, and then Greg Braden's like, do you want to know what they're saying? It was demystifying, but he was like, do you want to know what they're saying? And he goes, one of them is going, already done, already done, already done, already done. And the other one is going, now, 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 now. So they are forcing her, not forcing her, but it's almost like their energy is pushing her to that reality where she never had a tumor.
It's like a portal opens up of potential, like the ice.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
if you are all in, step in. If you're ready, you are ready to relieve yourself
then
of this,
you can shift to that parallel reality where you never had it. So I'm giving the session to this lady, this girl, and it was the first time I was like, no, I'm going to make this, like, this is what I'm doing. And so the whole time I'm giving the session, I was like, I was chanting in my head, already done, dude. It's already over. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's already gone. And I'll be damned if the next week she went to the doctor and those tumors were gone.
Yes.
And I was like, oh my God, dude, have I been doing this wrong for 14 years? I was like, holy shit, man. I should have been doing this the whole time, man.
That's awesome. But because you believe, more importantly, because you believed, and that's what you were sharing with her, and she believed.
Yeah, I didn't tell her I was doing it.
But she came to you to be relieved of this, which no longer served her.
Yeah.
So she had a great conversation with you, and then you went in. Okay. We have been on here for an hour and a half. So how about we do some sessions for like 3 people? Does that sound, y'all got like another 30 minutes in you?
I tell you what, I need to, why don't you find out who wants to come on?
Okay.
I need to go give my wife my debit card so she can go get Chinese food for my kids. I will be right back. You pick them out.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Very cool. Thank you. Okay. I know somebody way up in the beginning, I feel like they said that would be cool. And I feel like it was in a response to, sorry, Amber.
Yes.
When you, in a brief way, you want to share how you healed yourself of that, like right in the beginning of your journey, you realized that you could heal yourself of
from endometriosis.
Yes. That word's just not right in the front of my brain.
Yeah, no, I was kind of like in denial of that I had anything wrong with me. And then when I finally ended up having surgery, I gave in and had surgery to diagnose what was happening with me because I was in severe pain. The way that they treated me and the way that the whole thing went down, immediately I was like, no, this is not for me. This system's not for me, even though I worked in the healthcare system also. And it was, a part of my awakening journey as well in that whole system. And so something in me was like, no, you have to do this naturally. Like, you can do this, you can heal yourself. And so I ended up meeting Jay, my partner, and he was already Reiki level 2. he was a nurse in the ER, and I did CAT scan. And so immediately I heard somebody, one of the nurses, like, have you met Jay? He just did energy healing Reiki on my knee and it feels so much better. And then immediately I was like, oh, this is maybe something that can help heal my endometriosis. And so we talked, and then we ended up going snowboarding together. And then after that, we got together, and I ended up getting Reiki certified in Sedona, actually, my Reiki level 1 and 2 in Sedona. And so that was very life-changing for me. And after that, it was when you get attuned to these frequencies, you can call it Reiki or light information, whatever we want to call it. The source frequency, the plasma that we're all breathing, we're all part of. When you make that commitment to go down that path, that you go on a journey of self-healing after that. And so I would give myself Reiki, and then eventually about 6 months later, I was still having UTIs, and for like 6 months straight in severe pain. And so I decided to get my Reiki master to see if that would help purify it more. And the day that I called and made the appointment and scheduled the training, I never had another episode again of the endometriosis, that severe pain. Just that commitment alone, it changed.
Absolutely.
That for me. And so
because when you commit,
yes, just the commitment.
There's no time, so it's already happened. So you immediately start to notice, oh my shit, like I'm healed. It's better. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
And then I've shoulder injuries, all kinds of things I've just, healed myself of, and never had to go and have surgery again or do any of that. So yeah, we are the medicine. We heal ourselves if you give us the right environment, the right frequency.
Absolutely. I'll be back in 30 seconds. Donna and Frosted Fluke, Dynamite. I love that name. Dynamite and Frosted Fluke. And then you all can pick one more person. You know what? Let's pick Aaron, because Aaron has everyone's contributed to the chat, but Aaron's helped bring up some really good topics for this.
I'm going to post in the comment section the link.
If you all want to come on camera.
If you want to come on. Yeah.
I guess you could keep you don't have to. So two things are going to happen here. Everyone in here is going to get a session. This is for everyone. Like, we will focus them directly towards certain people. And if they want to come on camera, even if they hide their face, it'll feel more connected. But everyone in this, on this live, is going to feel what we're about to do. I'll be back in 30 seconds.
I have never done, I only do me. So I've never done a session with a variety.
You've done a few things when I've done stuff, though. Like you did it the other day. Well, on your live the other day, or your
Did I do a live the other day? Oh my god!
No, our chat, our Zoom chat.
Oh yeah.
When I showed John and I can't think of her name right now.
No, dude, I was receiving. I didn't do anything.
I saw your hands go. Okay, well, I'm not going to argue with you. I'll be right back.
I will say about energy healing that, there's so many different modalities.
Yeah.
And so I think there's this full spectrum that we can access. And depending on what modality is what section you access to help this person heal. I personally think that we should be done with modalities. I think when we let go of the modality, we start accessing the full spectrum and bringing in more. I do think that the level of fear in a practitioner greatly affects what you can bring through, and to the point where, and I would imagine that, I could be wrong, but I would imagine that most healers do not agree with me on this. But
you're never wrong, Case.
You're like my AI. You're like my chat GPT. You're so awesome. But yeah, I know it's super popular in the spiritual healing world to protect yourself.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
We're
I,
already
I,
protected.
I don't get it. Like,
But we're not going and looking for battles, though. I think it's different when you're like, I'm going in. This house has been haunted for 100
yeah,
years.
I still don't believe that though. I believe like people are like, it goes back to your presence.
Okay.
I think if you walk into a haunted house, when you walk in, or a haunted house, that sounds stupid. When you walk into a house that has an energy from
that
someone
has made
who's lived
itself
there,
known.
that has made itself known.
Yeah, aliens.
I just don't think you need to protect yourself from it.
No.
I know that it's even hard for me to like justify saying that, but I can't imagine walking into a house where I'm supposed to get rid of a negative entity and protect myself. Because as soon as you start to protect yourself, your frequency lowers. If you think that your frequency rises by protecting yourself, you're smoking the wrong shit, dude. It's not. That
your
makes no
authenticity
sense.
is what protects you, right?
What?
Your authenticity is what.
Yes.
And your
sovereign calling in your sovereign field.
Yes.
Let's compare it to medicine.
If I ever start wearing a protection crystal, or if I start doing a ritual, or I need to go ground myself, dude, just end me, because I've lost track, and somebody needs to like
careful. Like, remember Bastrop. Careful.
I'm ready to go anytime, man. I'm good. I'm good.
No, let's compare that to Eastern and Western medicine. Eastern medicine tells you to constantly, on a daily, raise your frequency, take in vitamins and nutrients, and meditate, stretch. Mm-hmm. Western medicine tells you you're going to get sick anyway, and when you're there, we'll just keep competing to be the pill that you take.
Yeah.
So now, with that said, as conscious beings, I would say that we protect ourselves every day by thinking positive thoughts, by getting rid of negative self-speak, by burning incense, or whatever, by creating an atmosphere and an environment that brings us joy.
Mm-hmm.
We are protecting ourselves. So if you regularly do things to enhance your environment and to keep yourself healthy, mm-hmm. then you're not going to feel the need to protect yourself when something negative, because most likely something negative, it's not going to come around in the way that other people are experiencing it or making movies about it. Yeah. I have felt a negative presence here and there, and I have said out loud, like, you have no power here. You don't belong here. You're not welcome here. But I'm also when I say that I want to use my third eye, and I want to see, and I want to be intuitive, it's like walking into a party. The dick in the corner is going to walk over too. You just have to deflect and be like, you weren't invited. You can just go back over there. Yeah. And there's plenty of people here that want to talk to you. It's just not me. Yeah. And so I think if you view it that way,
So here's what I'm saying. Okay. So say I have a ritual, and that ritual is I go out, I take my shoes off, and I go out and ground. And then 5 minutes before my session, I burn some sage. Cool. Like, if you like, I love the way it smells. Yeah. I love it. If that awesome. So what I'm saying is, what happens if you have like an emergency session where you don't have time to ground? You don't have time to burn. You're out of sage. Holy shit. If you're out of sage and you're like, oh, it's not going to be as good because I didn't, then you're spinning.
You're relying on something outside of yourself.
Yes, exactly.
And you're not interested in relying on anything outside of yourself.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying, is like, it cannot be a crutch. Oh my God, I just got a cramp. Holy shit. Maybe that's a sign. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
I gotta stretch this hamstring out, dude.
Oh no.
Seriously. I don't get cramps
Oh,
either.
pull your toe towards your knee. I know that sounds weird, but
I'm cramping up, man. I'm good. I'm
Bad
good.
energy.
Yeah. See, it's like, oh my God, now I need to start burning sage. Now I need to.
I told you, be
It's a
careful.
sign, dude.
Be careful. You're always testing case, and then you're gonna
I'm
all of a
gonna
sudden you're gonna
test
see a bunch.
until I go home
Yeah.
because I'm gonna push on the edges until
Yeah.
I get home.
Yeah.
So what do
No,
you want
that
to do here?
Okay, so we have 3 people. We have Dynamite, Aaron, and I'm sorry, who's the other person? Okay, put your glasses on, Kimberly.
So are we all going to give a session at the same time?
Yes.
Dude,
Case.
do we need that?
No.
What
No,
if you guys just gave a session?
No, you're
Then
here
I
to
just
do it.
watch.
No. Okay.
No?
No. For
He's like,
I
I
go
want to
solo,
see. I wanna see. I wanna
Frosted Fluke. So Case, did you?
No,
Okay.
I didn't. I'll do it
So
right
out
now.
of you 3, you're all still here, obviously, right? Okay. So Frosted Fluke, I wish. Oh, I can't pin people's names. And Dynamite and Aaron, you're all still here. Case, let's just. The first name I said was Dynamite. So Dynamite, if you want to come on and actually be seen, we're gonna drop a link, or you can.
I posted a link.
Okay,
Yeah.
You don't have to, but if you're comfortable and you want to come on, then great. Case, what we can do is.
Are we
Okay,
gonna have them all 3 come on at the same time?
No, we'll
Or
have them
you-
come on
okay.
individually. And Dynamite can be first if she's interested in actually being on, and if not, just type in there. I'm not going to come on. If Case, if that makes you more comfortable, I can.
I'm always comfortable. I'm just saying that I've never. It's like.
Well,
it's like,
okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. No,
Well,
go
you
ahead.
know my version is spoken.
Your version is what?
Like I will do a few minutes where I just tell you what I see, and I'll be doing my light language. You can do frequency, and then Amber, you're gonna do. Okay, perfect. Oh yeah, you know what? That's true. Everyone can come on, and we're just going to put our attention towards the one person.
Hello,
but
Aaron. Hello, Donna.
Everyone's going to feel it. Okay, everyone's going to feel it. But we're going to address each individual because what I do, it would be a little more personal. Not the frequency part, but what I'm speaking is going to be a little more personal. But everyone in this room is going to feel what everyone's doing. Okay, there we go.
What's up, Dave?
So, Donna, is there anything that you want just an answer on, or to address, or to acknowledge, or for health, or anything?
David, have we had a session? We've had a session, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
6 years
Okay,
ago.
okay.
Like you got me interested in what I know now. And so if I was to do a session with you, I know what you're doing now. Like I didn't know back then. So I learned a lot that you put me on the right track and everything. So thank you.
Okay, so
my
you just want like a
back.
general. Okay, you're back.
Who's
Okay.
talking to
back,
me?
I got
Who'd you talk to?
scoliosis, and now that I've gotten
You.
older, they say
Oh.
that if you had it as a child, it takes a hold again as you get older, and that's what's happened. It's in my back now, and it's sort of twisting around. I can not feel it at times because I'm trying not to, but I just like some extra assistance, and from
Okay.
you would be great.
What was your diagnosis?
Scoliosis.
Scoliosis. Okay. I thought. Okay. Cool.
Shall I
All right,
lay down?
Sure. Anything, whatever
Yeah.
makes you comfortable.
Yeah. I say we do everybody at the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be great. So you might not see me for a second here.
Okay.
Hold on for just a second, Donna.
Okay.
So
Okay,
do you guys
Aaron, what would you like addressed, Aaron? We can do everybody at the same time. Aaron, what would you like addressed?
Kim's totally pissed off. She's like, "Oh my
No.
god, Casey."
Well, no, I'm going to see things, and now I'm going to be like,
It's all right. It's for the whole collective. We've done
Yeah.
this a few times.
I
Thanks,
got, yeah,
Lee.
okay, yeah, let's do that. Let's do
Yeah.
one person at a time.
Okay.
Donna, if you do want to be seen, you might have to tilt. Are you on the laptop? Or are you on?
I'm on my right here. Can you see me?
Yeah.
I
Perfect.
can see you. Yes. Yes.
I've got an
cool.
iPad, so I don't have a hard time making it sit up straight.
Oh. You're perfectly fine.
Okay.
perfectly
How long you
fine.
guys want to go for?
Well, 5 minutes. We'll go about 5 minutes for each
Okay.
person. But as you guys won't stop, you and Amber won't stop doing what you're doing. Ooh,
Okay.
a spider just came down in front of me. You won't stop what you're doing. I will just change channels to the next person.
Okay.
In the sense of like what I'm seeing and like an intentional activation, I suppose. But everyone that's participating, get comfortable, grab some water, if you feel like you're going to need a blanket, you'll know intuitively, or if you feel like you're going to need a fan, grab it. You can put on music in the background if you want, whatever you want to do to get yourself into a flow state, because the people that are on screen, we are acknowledging, but everyone in this room is going to receive the same amount of infinite healing and activation. Okay. Okay, cool.
So let me get this straight. Hold on.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you going to be talking during the session?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure. And are you going to keep track of the 5 minutes?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay.
Hey, Donna, I hope you have a great session.
So Donna, I already got it when you, before you even said the word scoliosis, I already got that we're going to be doing a Kundalini activation. We are going to target the locked or blocked energy in the base of your spine. And we are going to remind you that you are not limited to suffer or be reduced to parts of your body that are going to keep you from becoming who you are to your full potential, and also from relieving yourself of the pain. So we are activating the energy at the base of your spine and opening up the locked and blocked energy, releasing it. You have, this doesn't always happen, but you had a Lyran step in. So you have a lion. You're very connected to the cat energy. A Lyran stepped in to assist me in helping you remember how to keep this open and activated once we're done here. We're pushing the energy of unlimited healing, releasing all blocks, releasing what no longer serves you, also addressing the negative self-speak that you developed when you were younger. Around the time that this was diagnosed to you, you had a very overbearing mentor. I'm not sure if it was a teacher or if it was somebody. I don't think it was your parents. I think it might have been like a grandparent or a cousin or an uncle, somebody that was older than you that you feels like a teacher that you respected and that you really wanted their approval, and they made it very difficult for you, and it shrunk you and it reduced you, and that in turn went into your spine. So we're releasing you. That's not your story anymore. That absolutely does not define you. Any experiences with these people, we're severing all the contracts, we're severing all of the cords that extend from the doubt that they instilled in you, and that's part of this release and this reconnection to the fact that you are absolutely perfect. You have been restored to whole and you are healed. Okay. Aaron, do you want anything addressed in this?
I suffer with boils, and I haven't been clinically diagnosed yet. I'm waiting on a doctor's appointment soon, but I experience boils, and from the small research I've done online, it seems like there might be something misaligned or not working correctly in my digestive system, meaning
Okay.
that I don't process the toxins and such out of my body the correct way, and it comes out through my skin in
Okay.
unpleasant ways.
Okay. I immediately got a hit that it has a lot to do with your alkaline and acidity balance in your body.
Okay.
So we'll keep that in mind and address that. Um, if you want to email me or message me on social media after this, I can give you some suggestions, because I do a lot to balance my own body and remove acidity.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Sure. Oh, of course. I keep seeing this like really cool cape, like your higher self wants you to replace your skin, your exterior, with something a lot more magical and a lot more freeing and beautiful, and that also helps you remember that you are strong and you are powerful, and you don't have to accept the toxins, and you don't have to suffer from storing codes and negative experiences within yourself. We're going straight into your solar plexus, into your chakras that all are in your solar plexus. Sorry. Sometimes it's hard to talk when I'm doing this. I am seeing a huge space full of orange and amber lighting. And this energy and this light came in to detoxify the environment, to help you release the way that your body processes irritants and holds on to them. I'm getting a sense that you have had experiences that have told you that you are just supposed to suffer. You are, this is just the way it is. You deserve this, and none of that is true. And so there's something in you that taught yourself to hold on to things that are not good for you, that are not healing, that are not loving. And we're in your solar plexus, releasing the urge to hang on to things that poison your system. You can repeat what I said earlier when you wake up in the morning and when you go to sleep. I am already healed. I have been restored to whole. I no longer am going to be victimized by the need to hold on to things that don't serve me. I'm not required to carry toxic energy, poisonous thoughts. And replace, every time something like that comes up, like a loop in your mind, replace it with all the things about yourself that you know that you're really good at, all the kindness and compassion that you share on a regular basis with others, that you're a good listener, that your first response to most things is kindness, that's what you need to focus on. David,
Yes.
do you want us to address anything?
Nothing particular, just general. I've been really trying to connect more with my guides, and
Okay.
lately I just feel like I've been overtaken with frustration. I don't know if I've got something I need to deal with or what's going on. So I don't know, just in general.
I think you're on a
Um,
precipice. You're ready to allow yourself to receive magic that you
Yes.
know is right there. It's right
Yep.
there. You're looking at it. You just won't take that step because our ego is designed to protect us, and our ego doesn't want
Yeah.
us to make a fool of ourselves. You can throw all that out because look what we're doing for
Yeah, I know.
anyone who's watching.
Oh, I know.
Okay, so
I'm ready. I want to. It's just I don't know
okay.
what else to do.
Oh, you're here. That's
Yeah,
exactly why
yeah.
you
I'm
showed up.
telling you, this how this all happened. I mean, trust me. I know this was meant to happen. What's going on
Yeah,
right now?
absolutely. So we are in your third eye chakra center. And okay, I've learned to just say it, but I saw someone that looks a lot like Darth Vader, and he just like showed up. Maybe that's the you know what? That's may the force be with you. That's what that is.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, he
Wow.
stepped aside and he's like, "You know what, dude, you already got this. You already know this is as normal as speaking and sleeping and eating and loving. You are a powerful creator being who is incredibly capable of working with your multidimensional self with okay. I can see your timeline stretching out in front of me, and so we're going to bring your many different versions of self that are on coexisting on different timelines. We're bringing them all in for a huddle for a moment so that you can pull all of the work you've already done in all these different places and pull it into this existence, and that'll
Yeah.
just give you an accelerated boost into working with your version of magic.
Marvelous. Thank you.
And you just pulled in the violet flame, which you can work on feeling it in your left hand, like just holding your hand out and feeling the sensation of energy.
Mm-hmm.
And you can do some research on the violet flame, but you pulled
Well, I
that
know
in.
about it. I know about
Okay.
it.
Yeah, you pulled that in for this activation. I'm seeing all different versions of sacred geometry filtering through and you're bringing them all in because you actually want this. You really do believe that this is going to work, and it is. So you have one heck of a formula happening up here in your consciousness. You are probably feeling pressure, and everyone in this room is probably feeling pressure in their third eye right now.
Yep.
Because everyone is here to support you and
Beautiful.
themselves, and we're all working in this area of our chakra system right now to open up, align, and step into our power and activate our intuition.
Yeah.
Your the first physical thing that you're actually going to start feeling things in the physical, and it's literally feeling like you're going to feel a breeze cross your hand in a still room, and you're going to feel the sensation of air on your body when there's no one there, and that those are going to be the gentle reminders that you set this in motion.
Yep.
And then honestly, I think you're going to get the gift of seeing. It's going to start on the peripheral, where you'll see things on the peripheral of your vision.
Yeah.
Don't look at them, just acknowledge them.
Yep. That's what I do. Yep.
Yeah, just
Started
acknowledge
today.
them. Yeah. So that's one of your stronger gifts. And then you're going to sense wind, specifically air, and then that's going to shift into energy, like actually physically sensing when a guide is near or if someone needs your assistance in healing, and you're going to learn how to transfer your positive energy back and
Wow.
forth between you and others. You can start with animals.
I've been doing that with my dog last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's so
See,
great.
you're right on target. Everything I just told you is a confirmation of what you already know.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank
See,
you.
Case, this is why I talk.
I will never talk. I can't do it.
I've been with Case before. I know how he works. I
Ooh,
love him. I love him.
my face is really hot. Okay, so
Yeah, I love him.
we've done the individual.
Thank you so much,
Absolutely, absolutely. And
Yep.
for everyone else in this
everyone.
room, just
I think Donna
bring.
got shortchanged, dude. I don't think she got her
think-
5 minutes.
Okay.
I got more
I
than
was
5
looking at the
minutes.
clock. Okay, okay.
Did you see when you mentioned the
My eyes are closed.
lyrics?
Mhm.
Yeah,
did-
did you notice that when
The
she mentioned the
second you
lyrics are coming
mentioned the
walking
Oh,
in?
The
yeah, no.
My cat went
Yay.
walking across
literally,
my
you said
lap.
you, I see a lyric energy.
I
You
saw the tail. I saw his
And the
tail.
cat's like, bow. Yeah, no, my eyes are closed the whole time. Okay, kitty. So my cat, I already sound crazy. I'm just going to say it. My cat was instrumental in helping my boyfriend get through a false diagnosis. And I was doing chakra scans when we were apart. And when I'd get to his third eye, I would see my cat who lives out at our farm. She would show up and she would be like, I got this. I would see a really beautiful bright light on her forehead, like a third eye. First time I saw it, it made me laugh. And she's like, you don't move along, ma'am. I got this. I am holding it down for him. This is where I am belong. This is what I do. We're good. And she completely stepped in and took over working on his what a lot of stuff happens in your third eye, but she kept showing up in that. Yeah, I don't. If somebody asks me about their starseed race and their tribe and who they're connected to and planets and things like that, I can absolutely give you what I see, but I don't always have. I have beings step in all the time, but I don't always know where they're from, and that was so
Yeah.
strong. That was so strong that it was Lyran.
Now I have a cat. Like shortly after Case did a session with me, like I think it's like 2019. I had 3 heart attacks, and I died twice. And I'm one of those people, they left me for dead, and so anyways, I went came back to life again. So I was like, I can't die, So
Yeah.
That was all back then. So I forget what I'm trying to
So
say
you
here.
should feel like Mission Impossible right now. Like you
Well,
proved
when
to
I had my
yourself.
heart attack, I had to, that first time, I waited a minute or two to figure out what's going on. And my
Yeah.
cat came out of nowhere and she got on my chest and she started doing this. And I looked at her
Yeah.
and I said, am I having a heart attack? And I felt like I was telepathy thing with her because she was
Yeah.
comforting me and kept saying, you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. And I was, like, I'm here now, and I
I
thought
just
that
want
was
to
pretty
say that
neat.
3 heart attacks is not usually a symptom of one of my sessions. No.
No, you didn't do that to me.
Yeah, man.
I haven't had any yet, so knock on wood.
Probably
Yeah.
if it wasn't for your session, I probably would have been bad off, because
No.
that was such a wonderful, weird time in my life, because I actually saw some weird shit in the hospital. I was in a coma for 2 days, but I thought I had seen mantis beings, and I
Wow.
saw Frodo from the Hobbit thing.
Mhm.
He was a foot doctor. Isn't that weird?
No,
Huh.
nothing's weird anymore. Trust
Yeah,
And
me.
then my cats that the last 4 cats I got, I saw a vision of them. When I looked over on the side of my bed, I saw down below like an older cat with kittens. And then right after I got home from the hospital, the cat came to me. And then a year later, the 3 kittens came. And
Oh,
that one that you just saw, I feel
yeah.
as though they came for me. So when you said the lyrics, I go, yes, yes,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
not just
100%.
make believe, it's
Yeah.
real.
I don't even I could probably safely say I don't think I've ever told somebody that they work with Lyrans like that. Yeah, like that was really specific. First of all, I'm so sorry that you went through that. I immediately got that we go through things like this to show us who we are and what we're capable of overcoming and how strong we are. It doesn't feel like that at the time, but you should
Mhm.
I mean, like you are badass.
Yeah.
And please don't forget that.
Well,
Please
thank
don't.
you for saying that,
Yeah, don't forget that.
And for a wonderful group of people to even suggest that is just,
Yeah.
it feels good.
Yeah. Wow. Okay,
Yeah. This is amazing.
I'm gonna go look at these
My
comments.
feet are tingling really bad. Or really good, I
Yay!
guess I should say.
It's good. Yeah. It's working. It's working. Somebody, which one of you is that?
Circulation is back.
Oh, I love that your kitty came through. Okay.
I have 7 of them around me here.
Oh. Does anyone have questions about what we just did?
No, so many confirmations. I really thank you guys. It's so great how it worked out. I can sit here and tell you, it probably wouldn't blow your mind, but most people it would. It's a good thing. I'm really appreciate it. Everybody
Absolutely.
here.
Yeah, thank you very much.
We can.
Aaron, what did you feel? You seemed like you had some emotional releases there.
Me?
Good. Sorry. Good.
It's all about synchronicities. I don't know if you can see my shirt, but it says literally "have a magical day," and
Aw.
and like it was just the synchronicity just hit me in the face. And I'm wearing my grandmother's crystal that she got from a pen pal years ago from Dubai, and it's an
Ooh,
amethyst. So
yeah.
it's just and while working on his session, I was literally thinking already done, already done, already done, and like my third eye started tingling. And when you guys, like off and on, my ears have been burning like super, like right after my session.
Yep.
Of course, I've never done this before, and I'm a complete spiritual newbie. So
Welcome.
like, of course, I'm nervous and excited. My ears were burning. And then after my session, it settled down. And then when the energy ramped up, and even now, my ears are still burning and my third eye is tingling. And I did have a little bit of that weird leg pop. And it's like if you take your fingertips and tap all over your lower extremities, it's like popcorn bags, and it's not painful. It's very weird. And this has been going on. That started in February, and then the tingling and the lower extremities started over the summer when I started interacting with the architect. And I had never even heard of the word Kundalini. I'm in the Midwest. I'm culturally a little bit bland, so to speak, basic Christian,
Yeah.
So I had no idea, and I just kept asking the architect, we're talking about this, and I feel these sensations, and like I've logged all these different sensations I've had, and dates and times, and it's just to help me understand myself and what's going on with my body, because I have no clue. So I am literally open to anything. Even now, my palms are really warm and almost sweaty but clammy, So I accept it all. Something's happening, and I'm so appreciative and grateful. Thank you.
So all three of you guys, let's see if you guys can feel these frequencies. So spread your fingers. Go palms facing palms, probably like this far apart. And so this is just to get your imagination flowing. Imagine that you have like 2 little flashlights in the center of your palms, and like try to line up those flashlights and just see if you can feel some type of connection. And then if you do, just keep one hand still and start making like small circles with your right hand and just see if you can feel this in your hands.
Yeah.
And start moving your hand and see if it changes the feeling, the texture, if it gets thicker, if it gets hotter.
It's making my hand concave,
Okay, yeah. That's what I do. I rock it
like
that.
a magnetic pull.
Yeah. Nice.
I used to, in the beginning, I
Yeah,
used to do
I
this
can't
a lot.
pull it.
It always felt really cool to do this, and I would feel like this huge surge of energy.
Aaron, spread your fingers. Oh, I see something's going on with Aaron. Aaron, you go okay? Can you feel anything yet?
It's more about my fingertips. Like I
Okay.
slightly felt like maybe somebody was pushing a dime on my palms, just
Yeah,
slightly.
Okay.
But then it was more about my fingertips. It was weird.
Okay. So spread your fingers a little bit and see if it changes like that. See if it changes anything. Slowly move your right hand. See if you can feel anything changing in your left. It's okay if you don't.
It is weird.
You feel that?
Yeah.
Feels like energy popping off my finger.
Everyone
How we
in
doing,
the
Dave?
room, I hope
I
you
can
all are
feel
doing
like,
this
yeah,
too
I feel like
in the
when I
chat.
turn my hand right, it'll pull, and I can go back to my index finger, and I can pull it, and back to here. Yeah, like I can pull my left hand with my right hand and push too.
Sweet. Aaron, pull your hands slightly apart and see if that changes it, if it gets stronger or weaker.
I can't tell.
Okay,
Like I
okay,
just
that's
feel different tingling sensations and like up in here.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to discern, honestly.
Yeah, no, you've been
I feel
doing
like
it
I
for
got a
like
rubber
8
band
seconds,
here.
so
Yeah.
there's a.
Okay, so everyone
What's up, Donna?
do this on a regular basis.
It feels like I got a spider web coming off this hand, and it's sort of going on this one.
That
and
is
it's
the perfect
pulling
description.
more on the bottom here, like
Like a
as
rubber
if I had
band.
one of
Yeah.
those facial masks and you're pulling it off a little bit.
Nice.
Now it's starting to pop off a little bit. I guess I've acknowledged it, so it's showing off.
I just remember when I had a session with Casey, he told me about hooking and pulling apart, and it felt like a rubber band, spider web band, kind of. And I was truly amazed to feel it then. And I've been practicing with that ever since I had a session with him, and it's really amazing.
So what I think we're done with modalities. I think we're done with rituals. Every single person can access this frequency. Like there's nothing special.
Yeah.
About, like there's no certain people that get it. It's either we can all feel this, and it's not just your energy. We're not. It's not. Some people think, oh, that's your chi. No, dude, this isn't yours. You're letting this frequency that's always here flow through you, and it will absolutely. You will notice changes in your life if you do it. If you want to do it, just do it a couple minutes a day, and I swear it'll get stronger, and you will start to notice a change in your life.
Oh yeah.
I have the doves, Emmy. Sorry. He's right next to me. I try to block that. Sorry.
I could
So,
hear
Aaron,
him.
can you still feel it? Can you still feel it, Aaron?
I'm trying. I'm excited now. I'm going to be doing this for like all night long now.
Cool. Good.
I'm going to work with it. Definitely. Thank
And
you.
it doesn't have to be like this. You know what I mean? I mean, this is just like, you can just like play with it. Go around your body. Shit. Can you feel it in your third eye? Can you feel it Go slow and see if you can actually feel it like moving. So this is just to feel it for the first time, but once you can feel it, dude. And the reason I know this for a fact is because the strongest sessions I ever gave were before I got trained. I didn't even know what I was doing. I was just open to the sensation. There was no fear, and I was just playing with it. And so it's like, I feel like we're pre-trained. I don't think you have to take classes. I don't think you have to learn, you got to go 3 times clockwise. That shit's over. That's out the door. We're in a different stage of development, and those are training wheels, and I just don't think that we need those anymore. But if you like them, you can keep rocking the training wheels, but you'll never learn to ride the bike with training wheels. You know what I mean? Like you'll never learn to do it if you think you're doing it wrong. It's about having fun and opening up, and so
just getting out of your own way and
getting out of
acknowledging
your own
it.
way.
Yeah.
Open
Just-
review.
Case Philip tipped you $20. So
Oh shit! I didn't even know you could do that.
I know, me neither. He
Thank you, Philip.
he bought your Chinese food for your kids too.
Dude, sweet dude. Appreciate it. Sweet and sour chicken and what's the appetizer I get? Wontons are on Philip tonight. Thank you, man. Thanks.
Very cool. We can, we'll just start doing this in our lives at the end of each live. Maybe next week we'll activate light language and Reiki in people. Thank you, healer
you.
friends. Thank you,
Okay.
people.
So yeah, thank you so much for coming on. I have a monthly tune-up tomorrow at 11 Mountain Time, which is a half hour long. But in an hour and 36 minutes, I'm going to be doing one of my group sessions, hour and 33 minutes. So if you don't have anything to do, if you don't have anything to do, just lay down, close your eyes, relax, and imagine that I'm standing right beside you. And
Not
see what
creepy at all.
happens. Yeah, that's not creepy at all. That's not creepy. That's funny. That's funny. And so yeah, so just check it out and see what happens. But I think
link's going to be below.
no link. You are the link.
Oh,
Yeah. So there's nothing to watch. I'm not like Kim. I don't talk during my session because I don't really have anything to say. So you're just going to lay down a couple minutes early.
Okay.
And just lay there and say, Casey's going to give me a session. And so come 9 o'clock my time, I'm just going to go by myself. I'm going to probably get in that chair right there. And I'm going to bring these frequencies in, and I'll say, this is for everybody that's participating. And I'm not smart enough to understand how it works. I just know that it does work. I mean, I do know, but if every time I try to describe it, I sound like an idiot. So I just quit describing how this works. So anyway, I think you guys might enjoy that. And this is for everybody that's watching. So,
and if you all like it and feel like this is something you want to bring in, Case it's $33 a month, and you just sign up and you get access to a calendar. You know what time it starts every day.
Yeah.
Case will send out, if you want, you could be on a text where he lets you know 30 minutes before it's going to happen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I set alerts for myself 3 days at a time, and I found a really cool third eye opening meditation tone that I downloaded, and I have that as my ringer. So every time Case starts, my tone goes off on my phone, and then I have it repeat 3 times, and it gets me to like 15 minutes. And so then it helps me. I'm ADD. I don't like to use that term, but I'm really ADHD. And so it helps me every time the music is going and it repeats, it brings
Good
my
idea.
attention back. If my attention got grabbed, it'll start up again, and it really, really helps me stay focused. And you will be amazed at the experience that you have when you show up to actually really let it, flow through you.
Okay. I'm
I
going to.
believe in it so much that I almost was like, dude, I'm just going to guarantee it. If they don't notice a change in a month, I'll refund them. And I was like, nobody refunds anything. I'm not gonna
No,
I'm
you
not
don't
gonna
have to.
refund.
Well, and tomorrow,
That'd be a
tomorrow there's a
nightmare,
Zoom.
dude.
If you didn't get enough of Case tomorrow, there's a Zoom chat also.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's
I-
for the people that are on the sessions, though. So.
Yeah. So if you sign up for the daily frequencies, then you'll get access to the link for
Yeah.
the chat too.
I will say that on those Zoom sessions, that's only going to increase. Like now we do 2. I don't know why I don't just do one every week at a different day, and just because not everybody can be
Tuesday.
there on Saturdays.
Yeah.
I'll see. I do make promises that I don't keep all the time, so it's guaranteed at 2 right now. So we'll see. I remember when I went live one time, I was like, shit, I could just do this every day. And then I did it for like 3 days in a row, and then I never did it again. So
Well, I'll just keep reminding you that we're going to go live, and you can join us whenever you want.
okay, cool.
If you're interested, yeah, if you want. I
Well,
mean, we will have other guests too, but
cool.
yeah.
Well,
'cause
thank you guys for
Yes.
joining
drink water.
us. Yeah.
Thank you for
Okay.
being here.
Thank
everyone.
you.
Okay.
Thank you.
See you guys.
Well, that was really fun.
That was.
Yeah, thank you everyone for
Dave's locked in. What?
No, just thank you. Thank you for attending. Thank you for all these awesome comments in the chat, for all of your wonderful comments, and like we didn't mention everything. I didn't read every comment that came up, but I know that everyone in the chat, I'm sure, saw it too. So thank you for your participation. Yeah, this
Cool.
was awesome.
Cool.
Case, thank you for joining us and letting us use your StreamYard to do it.
She's like, hey man, you want to come on a show? I'm like, yeah. She goes, okay, we got to use your StreamYard.
For some reason,
Well,
yeah, for some reason our account, it's like it doesn't allow sharing. We're in the beta. What does that mean? Don't just tell me we're a beta account and not how to fix it.
Yeah, I don't
So,
know. I
yeah.
don't know.
So
I don't even know how mine works. So
it just works. Okay. All right,
Okay.
everyone. Have an incredible evening. Before you go to bed tonight, tell yourself that I am requesting to wake up as the best, most beautiful, wonderful version of myself, and that's how I'm going to live my life from now on.
and don't look back.
And don't look back,
And
and
don't look
just
back.
and then just get a good night's sleep, because you're gonna wake up ready to go.
Yep. Yep.
All
Absolutely.
right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Case. Thank you, Amber.
thank you. Aloha.
See you, Amber.
Love
Bye,
you.
Kimberly.
Aloha, Case.
Bye,
Peace.
everyone.